Hi, Sally Walker here, your hormone and slow age expert, and welcome to Fat Week. Now, I've been talking about the omega-3 fatty acids, and they are the ones which are going to decrease or control inflammation and blood clotting. So they're very, very important. Now, remember, the omega-3 fatty acids that you will need to do this are the ones called EPA and DHA. So omega-3s in your flaxseed, hemp, that kind of thing are ALA oils and not EPA and DHA. The body must convert them. We don't always do that very well. We will convert some, but not necessarily enough. So it's very important to supplement in some way or form with some EPA and DHA. Now, you could eat lots of nice oily fish. That would be a good start at least. And this is something obviously which your ancestors would have done. So that could be a good thing to do. But many of us don't get enough from the oily fishes. We don't eat enough of the fish, or we're eating a lot of the fish which is farm raised. Which doesn't have enough of the EPAs and the DHAs. So supplementing with some fish oil, because that's what we're talking about here, is very important. Now, just a little bit of information about how to choose your fish oils, because this is really important, because there is a lot out there which is not of any value and costs a lot of money often as well. It's okay. So there are three things you want to know to help you choose your product, to help you choose the fish oil supplement. Okay, so you want to know the production time. Okay, you want to know the production method, and you want to know the Dotox level. So the Dotox is the measurement of the amount of oxidation which is created from getting the oil out of the fish and into the bottle. Okay, so they're the things you want to know. So when you go to your shop where you like to buy your supplements, or you go online and you buy your supplements there, you want to ask the manufacturer. You want to ask the manufacturer or the lady who's working in the shop. You want to know details. You want to know, how long did it take to get from catching the fish? How long did it take them to get the oil out of the fish and into the bottle? That's what you need to know. Okay. Now, the people who make good products will be able to answer this question. The people who don't make good products, they don't necessarily want to answer this question, because it might be stored in some tanker in the middle of the ocean for days, weeks before it eventually gets into your bottles. Yes, okay. So you want to know what the Dotox level is, and we don't want anything which is over 5. Keeping it under 5 is a good thing to do. Okay, so again, the companies who have a nice Dotox level will be happy to tell you what their Dotox is. And this will vary from batch to batch. It's not necessarily going to be the same. So, if it's always 2 or it's always 3, then maybe be a little bit suspicious, kind of thing. Okay. You also want to ask, so what are the fats? So what type of fats are they? Are they free fatty acids? Are they triglycerides? So the free fatty acids are the single little centipedes or millipedes. They're the single molecules of fat. The triglycerides are 3 fatty acids which are joined together in each end. Okay. Now, they can also be in a form called reformed triglycerides. So if they're reformed triglycerides, there's been a process where they have converted some of the fatty acids in the triglycerides, and they're probably going to be converting them to the EPAs and the DHAs. Okay, so these very long chain fatty acids. Or they could be as ethyl esters, so they're called EE as a short instead of the ethyl esters. You can have a little look on the labels and see these things. Now, the reformed triglycerides are suggesting some kind of manipulation, and the ethyl esters are not as well absorbed. So you want to be looking at products that have got free fatty acids or triglycerides. Yeah, that is the natural way. That indicates there's been less manipulation going on with this oil. Okay. Now, the other thing is very important is you want to know how much EPA and DHA there is in this fish oil. And science is demonstrating that we need to have more DHA. Previously, there's been more focus on the EPA, but now we find that the DHA is very, very important. It is a powerful anti-inflammatory as well as the EPA, but it's very important for brain and it's very important for eyes. The retina actually contains only DHA as its fatty acid. It doesn't contain any others. So if you think your eyesight's getting a little bit iffy, then perhaps you need to get some more DHA. And we also know that DHA is very important for the immune system. It's important, it's involved with the production of B cells, which are very important, for example, for combating COVID. Okay, so you want to be getting approximately 1,000 milligrams of DHA per day. So not necessarily in one go, but maybe 500 twice a day, that kind of thing. So they're the things that you want to be looking at. Now, my favorite oil, the oil which has a Dotox level around 4-6 hours from the fish to the bottle, and there is free fatty acids and triglycerides. My favorite oil is a Norwegian oil. It's called Pure Arctic oil. They also do a pure vegan, so they make oils from microalgae. And the Pure Arctic oil is not taken from salmon, it's taken from cod. And as I said, this is a Norwegian oil, and it's from a company called Ecology. If you look underneath the video, you've got the text there, and you will see the the web page for Ecology and the oils, which I absolutely do recommend. So have a little look at those, and happy hormones, happy life.